A very welcome and a good evening, everybody. On a flight with the November 25 Lima TBM 850 today from Lugano in Ticino, which is the south part of Switzerland, and we're going to fly this thing up to Bern, and it's looking like bad weather over central Switzerland, so we're going to see if we can shoot that approach into Bern without any damage. First comes first, just let's get everything ready on the plane here. Get our walk around done. Just take away all the covers, check the leading edges for damage. That looks all okay. And while we're outside, we'll just have a quick look at the flight plan on the EFB. Looks like this. So we have, starting here at LSZA, this Lugano to LSZB, which is Bern. It's going to be a short time of 38 minutes in the air, block time 1 hour roughly. 240 is a little bit steep for us, probably it's going to be lower, but we'll try that. And we'll need 516 block fuel, so we'll get that set up just in the plane as we continue here. Alright, so let's jump in the plane. Just come quick look at this beautiful airport, Lugano LSZA here in Ticino. Alright, as you can hear, the weather is bad. So, let's get everything set up properly. Don't need that, don't need that. Like so. Put this over here. We'll unload that flight plan and load another from SimBrief, as we always do. This is the one. We'll just brief that flight plan a bit. LSZA, which is Lugano here, and that looks good to me. And then we get the EFB here. We'll just shove it down somewhere here. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, so just quickly see that we have enough fuel on board. We'll look at the payload here. 516 we need. We have at the time 354. So let's top that up a bit. So that's still not enough. That's still not enough. A little bit more. Now we get 530. That's enough. Completely fine. Center of gravity is good there, and everything is good on that side. So quickly, the flight plan. As I just said, we are departing Lugano in Ticino, south departure on runway 18 by the Cane Wanaka departure, which is taking us here straight down and a couple of right turns over to Cannes, and from there left turn en route portion to Monin or Monin, which is the transition to the arrival of the Moni for my arrival into Bern, which is going to take us over here and take a left turn into the final portion at Birki. That's where we're going to pick up our ILS, runway 14, as it looks like now. So ILS 14, we'll get that transition Birki program like so, and we'll have a look at that in all order later on. So 240 was fine. I think it is too high, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it's even good for the weather. So, okay, so let's get this thing started up first. Crash bar up, battery on, nav lights on, so everybody knows we are sitting in the plane and doing stuff. We don't need pulse light today. I usually listen to the ATC as the first thing that I do to get informed what's happening and to set QNH and things like that. So, waypoint info, airport frequencies, we have ATC 121.175, and next one's going to be
Airport.
clearance 121.780.
1850 Zulu. Arriving runway 01. Departing runway 19er.
Okay.
Wind variable at 4. Visibility 10.
That
Broken
seems
at 12.
to hold up.
2000.
Seems to hold up as
Temperature
well.
26, dew point 13. QNH 1013.
Sorry guys.
Transition level 80.
1013 seems to be fine.
You have information kilo.
And we get kilo. Okay, so
Lugano Airport. Information kilo. 1850 Zulu. Arriving runway 01. Departing runway 19er. Wind variable.
Lugano clearance, buonasera, November 24 Alpha Lima with information kilo. Request IFOS clearance to Bern, please. Next will be Tower 120250, if that's the one, we'll see.
November 24 Alpha Lima, cleared to Bern via the Kane 1 Echo departure runway 19er, initial climb 4000, departure on 132.815, squawk 7177.
Cleared to Bern via the Kane 1 Echo departure runway 19, initial climb 4000, departure 132.815, squawking 7177, November 24 Alpha Lima.
November 24 Alpha Lima, readback correct, contact tower on 120.25.
Tower 12025, November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks, bye. So we'll flick that inactive. Tower, buonasera, November 24 Alpha Lima with kilo request engine start. So we'll start up those engines, just have to make sure there's nobody around here.
November 24 Alpha Lima, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, face east, November 24 Alpha Lima. But we're not going to push this, of course. So we need prop RPM to the max. We'll need to make sure that everybody sees us, so we will, not everybody does that, but I do that. Turn the strobe lights on. We'll need the aux fuel pump to on. That can stay manual at the time. But we'll need ignition to auto, and then we'll flick that starter to on. Trying to center here. Like so. Okay, we got 16%, that's fine, we got a low idle. Watching ITT, stepping up. Staying in the green arc today, so it seems like a cool start here. NG is rising. And we will wait for 50% before we go to high idle. High idle, we can't turn off the starter at this stage. We will need to set aux fuel pump to auto, fuel selector to auto, get all the gyro instruments on, like so. Taxi light strobes can come off, we'll set that later on. EFIS master can come on as well. We'll turn Pitot 1, Pitot 2 on, like so. AP tunes of master. And 240 also 25 should be okay there. We'll turn the air condition on, set that to high, the bleed today because of the weather. And that is about it, guys. Now, let's program the flight plan. Menu, import from SimBrief, and just check that it's okay. So Kane 1 Echo, 19er, perfect. That looks perfect to us. Lugano Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, ready to taxi.
November 24 Alpha Lima, runway 19er taxi via Alpha Lima November.
Runway 19er via Alpha Lima and November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay. Taxi lights are on. Let's go, guys. Alpha Lima November here. We're gonna actually pick Zulu because it's gonna be a little bit tight otherwise. So we'll try to maneuver our way out here without killing anybody and without crashing that nice jet
November
over there.
24 Alpha Lima, cross runway 01.
I'm not sure what you're yapping about. Sometimes Intentions does things I don't understand. Bear in mind, I'm using Iris. This is a new partners preview thing where you have a faster ATC and it's more accurate. It is really cool, works fine, but sometimes weird things happen. So, flaps take off. They're separated. I never use that, even though I should do that actually. Set nav, and we'll set VS to 2,000 feet actually. And we are in GPS mode, so we're good to go there. We're gonna go straight ahead here, but there's no taxiway here. Okay, so we'll just do as he said. We're going to go November and tell him that we're ready. Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, holding short runway 19er, ready for departure.
November 24 Alpha Lima, runway 19er, winds 360 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 19er, clear for takeoff, November 24 Alpha Lima. We'll actually just extend
Approaching
that,
runway 19.
doing a short backtrack because I don't want to crash myself into the fence on the other side of the runway. Beautiful Lugano. And beautiful TBM in 50 from BlackSquare. The best plane there is at the moment in my view. So we're not going to use the whole length of the run. We're going to turn around here for time's sakes, otherwise you're going to be bored. Line this thing up here, hit the brakes, and make sure sync the heading buck for now, like so. We'll get the weather radar on because it looks like nasty weather over there.
Runway 19 remaining.
Ease up the power.
2,700 feet.
Alright, takeoff power is set. Let go the brakes. Try to hold that center line, looking for 85 knots today for a rotational speed. Bye bye Lugano. There it is, rotate.
Hotel Bravo, Papa Quebec Yankee, ready to taxi.
Tap the brakes.
Hotel
Gear up.
Bravo Papa Quebec Yankee, runway 19er taxi via Delta Lima November.
Waiting for 110 knots
Runway
before we
19er taxi via Delta Lima November, Hotel Bravo Papa Quebec Yankee.
retract the flaps like so. We'll go to 850 mode to get some power in this plane. Watch the torque, not to over torque. Like so. That looks like perfect here. And yaw damper on. So we'll have a look at the departure here.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Contact Milan radar
Beautiful.
on 132.815.
Milan radar 132.815 November 24 Alpha Lima. So 132.815 like so. Milano radar, Buonasera November 24 Alpha Lima 2500 climbing 4000. And we are entering bad weather already as I see here, and we are too steep. That's better.
Speedbird 580, mic contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
November 24 Alpha Lima Milan radar contact, climb via the SID.
Climb by the SID, November 24 Alpha Lima. Not sure why I'm getting such a bad performance here. I got the 850 mode on, I'm full torque, and I'll actually just pitch that down a bit. Yeah.
133.08, Speedbird 580, Mike, good day.
November 24 Alpha Lima traffic at your 12 o'clock 5 miles, same altitude King Air.
I'm looking for the traffic, November 24 Alpha Lima. Can't see the traffic actually, but go IS mode now, and we'll
Ryanair 66
climb
Juliet
via the
uniform
SID.
contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
So that means for us to go to flight level 150 at Cannes.
66 Juliet uniform.
We'll go to 150, like so.
Alpine 71 Echo Juliet descend and maintain flight level 140, cleared for the Odin 1 Yankee arrival into Linate.
Out of current altitude for flight level 140. Cleared for the Odin 1 Yankee arrival into Linate Alpine 71 Echo Juliet.
Ryanair 34 Foxtrot, uniform contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
133.08, Ryanair 34 Foxtrot Uniform.
So weather-wise, looks good to me at the moment. We are dodging a couple of cells behind us,
flight level 230.
but so far everything is
November
okay.
Lima, radar contact. Swiss Malta 6532, contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Over to Swiss radar, Wiz Malta 6532, so long.
Just trying to center myself for you to see this better. I think that is not bad.
Milan radar, Postman 6756,
Good
flight
Lord,
level
man.
320.
Postman 6756, radar contact.
I didn't clear, but he told me to climb by the SID,
Ryanair 20 Whiskey Juliet, flight level
and the
350.
SID is telling me to do exactly this,
Ryanair 20 Whiskey Juliet, radar contact.
to go up to flight level 150, 140 at Cannes.
German cargo 704, contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
So that's what I'm doing.
133.08, German cargo 704, see ya.
November 24, Alpha Lima, traffic at your 12 o'clock 5 miles, at flight level 110-300.
Looking for the traffic, November 24 Alpha Lima. Can't see anything there though. But we're already higher up. Come on, look at the traffic page.
Milan radar, Alpine 71 Echo Juliet, flight level 190.
Okay, it's already gone, so we're
Alpine 71
fine.
Echo Juliet, radar contact.
So weather-wise here down in the south should be okay. We're looking okay here so far.
Milan radar, Ryanair
But
41 Mike.
weather over there is looking different, so we might just actually turn on
Mike Delta, radar contact.
the icing systems here because we're going to go into moist temperature and it's going to be cold below 10, so yeah.
Alpine 71 Echo Juliet, contact Swiss radar on 133.05. November 24 Alpha Lima, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, November 24 Alpha Lima. So we had the local connection was 1013 and the standard is well 1013, so we didn't change that. That's all okay.
133.05 for Alpine 71 Echo Juliet.
And the landing lights we forget.
Shamrock 4 Romeo November contact.
Always
Barcelona
forget
control,
those landing lights.
133.08.
Just turn them on now.
Over to Barcelona
Even though it's
control
too-
on
even though it's too high.
133.08, Shamrock 4 Romeo November.
Ryanair 66 Juliet uniform contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
133.08, Ryanair 66 Juliet uniform.
Pull some more
thanks for
torque
the
here
help.
off the plane. So,
Onto 133.05, Postman 6756, good day.
so we are expecting the Moni for Mike arrival, which is
November
this one
24
here.
Alpha Lima, expect the Mon in 4 Mike arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 10 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
Expect the Moni for Mike arrival, November 24 Alpha Lima. Yeah, so as I said, morning by Mike arrival is picking up morning here, going down to these couple of waypoints here with
flight level 240.
a couple of restrictions on
133.08 for Swiss
altitude regards to Kopi, Lardo, and here to Birki, which is going to be the transition for the
Speedbird 580
approach.
Mike radar contact.
And it's going to be ILS-14 approach into Bern.
Swiss Malta
Let's listen to
6532
the
contact
ATIS.
Barcelona control on 133.08.
We've got
133.08 for Wiz
130,
Malta
so
6532.
125130, like so. And we'll listen to that now.
Milan radar, Guitar 153, flight level 220.
NG and departing runway
Tower
14.
153 radar contact.
Wind 140 at 5. Visibility 10. Broken at 4600.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Milan
Temperature
Centre on 121.14.
Milan radar on 12114, November 24 Alpha Lima. Milan radar, Buonasera, November 24 Alpha Lima, flight number 200 for 240. Meanwhile, enjoying beautiful views here over the Alps. So far,
Austrian 48 Mike, contact via radar on
nothing really.
134.35.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Milan Center identified. Good evening.
Okay, so we're checked in there, which is good. We have our weather radar on, so that looks alright. So far, we're almost leveling off 240.
134.35 for Austrian 48 Mike.
140 at 5. Visibility 10. Broken at 4600.
Shamrock 4 Romeo November contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
QNH 1018.
133.
So 1018.
Shamrock 4
Romeo November. Good day.
Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
So we got hotel and 1018 over Bern. So
November 24 Alpha Lima, descend via Monin 4 Mike to 4000 into Bern, QNH 1017.
descend by the morning for Mike to 4000 into Bern, QNH is 1017, November 24 Alpha Lima. So a couple information there. We'll just set 4000 for now. We'll start our descent, but we will make sure not to hit
Air France 1099er
mountains.
contact Greens control on 121.075. November 24 Alpha Lima, QNH 1017 is available. Use QNH 1017.
Okay, we'll switch to QNH 1017, November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks. Not the real world, but who cares? So yeah, we're going to descend, but we're not going to go down 4000 too fast, because he told us to descend by the morning for Mike arrival. And these are the restrictions, so we have to be at 11,000 ZB 651, so let's set a BNAV. We'll go and look for that. ZB 651, we'll set that in BNAV.
With Air 999er radar contact.
And we'll see what that means. So 800 negative. We'll do that. 800
Speedbird 580,
negative.
my contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
Like so. Perfect.
133.08, see ya. Speedbird 580, Mike.
With our 999er contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Weather's still okay.
133.05, see ya with their 999er.
Taking a left turn here towards Monin.
Leaving for flight level 230. Cleared for the 2X9er Whiskey arrival into Orly, France, Soleil 75 Alpha Alpha.
Hit Arrow 113, radar contact.
And this is Ascona Locarno at the Lago Maggiore. Beautiful views here.
.05 Alpine 13 Bravo Victor, thanks for the help.
So a little bit of weather building up there, but
November
nothing
24 Alpha
too
Lima,
bad.
contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Swiss radar 133.05, November 24 Alpha Lima. Thanks, bye. Swiss radar, buonasera, November 24 Alpha Lima, descending through flight level 2004 4000 on QNH.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Swiss radar, descend at your discretion.
Descend at my discretion, November 24 Alpha Lima. Well, that is not probably not correct, but we'll stick with that. So far, weather is boring. I was suspecting or expecting more weather here.
Ryanair
Maybe over in Bern.
8336, contact Munich radar on 129.555.
129.555, Ryanair 8336, see ya.
A1920 Zulu.
Swiss
Arriving
radar,
and
Ryanair
departing
41 Mike
runway
Delta,
14.
flight level 270.
Wind 080 at 5.
Ryanair 41 Mike Delta, radar
Visibility
contact.
10. Vicinity thunderstorm. Scattered at 5000 cumulonimbus. Broken at 6000.
Okay,
Temperature 19.
sounds like cumulonimbus.
Victor, flight level 310.
QNH 1018.
Alpine 13 Bravo Victor,
Transition
radar
level
contact.
70. Caution bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
Air France 52 Romeo Quebec,
Bern
contact
flight
range
half.
control on
Information India.
121.075.
1920 Zulu. Arriving and
121.075,
departing
Air
runway
France 52, Romeo Quebec, thanks for the
Wind
help.
080 at 5. Visibility 10. Vicinity thunderstorm. Scattered
November
at
24 Alpha
5,000
Lima, contact Bern approach on
Broken at 6,000.
127.325.
Bern approach 127.325, November 24 Alpha Lima, thanks, bye. 127.325, like so. Bern approach, good to know, Bern, November 24 Alpha Lima, descending through flight level 180 for 4,000 with India. Was that it? Look at these views, guys. That is amazing. Wow.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Bern approach identified. Good evening. Expect the ILS runway 14 approach into Bern. And have you got information, India?
I just told you, man. Expect the ILS runway 14 approach into Bern. We've got India on board. November 24 Alpha Lima. Look at that, guys. Wow. That just never gets old, right? Just those views. So, you did hear the ATIS cumulonimbus over at Bern, so that maybe we're lucky we get some tricky approach over there in Bern.
S. Broken at 6,000. Temperature 19er. Dew point 15. QNH 1018. Transition level 70. Caution bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India. Bern Flughafen, information, India. 1920 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 14. Wind 080 at 5. Visibility 10. Vicinity thunderstorm. Scattered at 5,000 cumulonimbus. Broken at 6,000. Temperature 19er. Dew point 15. QNH 1018. Transition level 70. Caution bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India.
It's getting bumpy here already.
Bern Flughafen, information, India. 1920 Zulu.
So, do we have everything programmed? We'll load that approach, ILS 14, and it is via Birki. Load that in and we'll flick nav 1 to standby, no, to active, so we have that already in, the ILS. And see why we are not supposed to descend too fast here. Exactly because of that. But it is breathtaking, guys. Wow. And it is jumpy over here. Okay, there is a little bit of stuff coming up there, but it's not bad as yet. So far it's boring. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. So we try to respect those restrictions. The first one that I saw was over at ZB651 at 11,000. This is our required vertical speed, which we have matched roughly. And there's snow all over the place. Which cannot be because it's like summer and it's hot. That is not correct. Well, whatever. Oops, I've over-torqued it a bit.
Swiss 880 Echo, contact Barcelona Control on 133.08.
133.08 for Swiss 880 Echo, good day.
So why don't we just brief that approach quickly. We are on the arrival. We are trying to hold this path, or this vertical path of the arrival all the way over to Birki, which is the final portion and the first portion of the ILS for runway 14. So we're going here via Birki, and via Birki we want to have 4,000 roughly, and that's on this place we'll intercept the glide slope at FF14 at 4,000. So this is what we're expecting. We have the nav frequency set in active 11010. We will set later on 137 in the course. This we talked about. Decision altitude, we have a lot of numbers here. I'm not sure whether to interpret these, but I would say that we need 500 above the ground, because, or maybe 600, because no, 500, because we are in this category. So we'll set that over here. Radio altimeter, and we'll set that to 500, like so, and here as well. So you see that number down here. Set that to 500. Back to normal. Okay, the snow's gone, so that was fixed. And weather-wise, there is a system over here which we sadly are gonna pass. And it looks like a nice weather version to Bern. Too bad.
Fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 160.
Climbing to flight level 160, fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu.
So we talked about the minima. Airport elevation is, or runway elevation is 1668. Minimum safe altitude according to this one here. And missed approach is gonna be straight ahead, left turn, and all the way to Birki. And that's roughly about it. Next one will be Tower, and Bern Tower, and usually is this one here, 121030. So we'll set that at 121030, like so. Try to keep ahead of the plane so that we don't get stressed too much. Okay, weather's building up, cool.
Fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu, contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
Go back to our arrival. So now we are allowed to,
X-Ray Zulu.
we're looking for copy 6000. So we'll set that in the VNAV mode. Go
Swiss 2120, contact
copy.
Barcelona control on 133.08.
Copy 6000 VNAV, okay.
2120, good day.
And that is our descent profile, and we are actually there, like so. So finally some bad weather, yeah. So as we're descending, we're gonna pull back on a torque. We'll go in normal mode, take out in 50 mode. Don't have to be that fast now, especially when the weather gets nasty like now. So we are soon gonna enter this nasty red thing here, which is gonna shake our plane through completely, as you can feel a bit already. Well, there's a lot of, yep, there you go. There's a lighting. It's a big red blob, so this is bad weather, guys. This is really bad weather, guys. Let's see if we survive this thing. It's a big system here. But it's not going to be over Bern, so we're going to clear that in a bit. So we're still well on the way here, over wheel 2, 3, 4. And before we take that left turn, we probably will have cleared this big system. Let's listen to the edges in Bern once again.
1920 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 14.
So 14 is
Wind
still
080
active.
at 5.
0 to at
Visibility
5.
10. Vicinity thunderstorm. Scattered at 5000 cumulonimbus.
Yeah,
Broken at
cumulonimbus.
6000.
That's the one we're in
Temperature
now.
19er. Dew point 15. QNH 1018.
1018 is set.
Transition level 70. Caution bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
So we'll soon be out of this mess here. So 3 more miles and then we're out. Love the Bendix weather radar here in the TBM at 50. And it is raining harder, guys, but it's gonna be soon. We're gonna get out of these clouds according to the weather radar. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we are on the final portion of the arrival.
November 24 Alpha Lima, 6 miles from FF14. Turn left heading 200. Cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Left heading at 200. Cleared ILS runway 14 approach. November 24 Alpha Lima. So we get a left turn. We'll try to slow this baby up a bit. And we can hit that CGI into localizer mode, and we will already actually click the approach mode. So, alright. 137 was the course of the runway. We'll set that. So, okay, we got the course, we got the nav1 active, we have everything set. The weather is not so bad. We're gonna intercept that a little bit later, like so. Approach mode is active, and we will capture that localizer in a second. Yeah, there's a runway, so we're fine with the weather. Too bad. The localizer is going to come alive now. It did. We have catched or caught up with the approach. We have connected to the approach, and now we're going to get a handle of the tower. Probably. So, laps 1.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Bern Tower on 121.03.
So that was true. Bern Tower 12103, November 24 Alpha Lima. Thanks, bye. Bern Tower, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima, established ILS 14. So,
November 24 Alpha Lima, Bern Tower, roger, continue approach.
continue. So weather-wise, we are fine, so we'll turn that thing
November
off.
24 Alpha Lima, runway 14, wind 080 at 5. Cleared to land, caution bird activity.
Runway 14 cleared to land, November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay, and now the glide slope is captured. Perfect. So, I was looking for more action here, but it's wasn't meant to be. Still nice views over the capital of Switzerland. Just lightning hitting the Bundeshaus. No, it wasn't. SayIntentions with the Iris language model working really fine. Almost no problems at all, actually. And it is quicker, it is really quicker. So the response time is quicker from me requesting or saying something until I get the answer. Yaw damper can come off, full flaps. Inner separator we should set on, but I'm not going to do that.
Approaching runway 14.
And we're looking to vacate on Alpha or Charlie. Okay. Autopilot off, and we'll fly this thing ourselves. Have some fun. Meanwhile, watching the beautiful surroundings of Bern and the scenery, which is spectacular in FS24. In 2D with the Track IR head tracking device, works flawlessly in VR, not as yet. So decision altitude will continue. We're too high on profile, but we're not going to care too much about that. And it is pretty bumpy here. 8 knots cross from the left side. And the birds. I told us about the birds, right? That was a pretty decent landing, guys. Welcome to Bern with the TBM at 15 November 24 Alpha Lima. So,
November 24 Alpha Lima, exit at Charlie if able. Taxi to park stand 10 via Charlie. Kilo, stay with me.
Approaching runway
10 via Charlie Kilo November 24 Alpha Lima. So, stand 10, I'm not sure where it is. We're going to just pick one of these here, so we're not going to bother too much about that. So, yes. Landing lights we don't need. Strobe we didn't have. Perfect stuff. Let's go. Yes. So guys, what did you think about this flight? Are you using SayIntentions or using Beyond ATC or using WhatSim? What's the best for you? I am on WhatSim and SayIntentions, not using Beyond ATC anymore because it's too generic for my taste. SayIntentions is really dynamic, and that's what I love about it. So, park our baby here. Turn off stuff, Beta 1, Beta 2 we don't need anymore, all the IS equipment as well. Open up the door like so. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the flight with TBM 50, and I hope to see you soon next time, and I wish you a pleasant Sunday evening, and have a good one. Bye bye.